it was just a really, really positive experience. Hospice for us was an extension of the family.
I think hospice means support, it means hope, and very definitely it means making decisions together.
Since 1980, Mercy Medical Center and the Sisters of Mercy founded Hospice of Mercy, one of the first hospice programs in Iowa. Since that day, Hospice of Mercy has provided compassionate, professional end-of-life care to thousands of families in our community. Hospice care is designed to ensure that each person's final days are lived with joy and meaning, as free from pain and other symptoms as possible. Hospice focuses on physical, emotional, and spiritual comfort, promoting the independence and dignity of patients and families, while providing expert medical treatment and support. As we share the journey with you, we promise to provide a compassionate presence, professional care, education, and ongoing support for you and your loved ones. Hospice care is available to anyone with any kind of life-limiting illness, regardless of age or circumstance. Along with the patient and family, the Hospice of Mercy caregiving team includes the patient's personal physician, hospice nurses, social workers, physical and occupational therapists, home health aides, chaplains, massage and music therapists, dietitians, bereavement counselors, and specially trained volunteers.
We have found that Hospice of Mercy is a valuable asset to the community, a valuable source of strength and fulfillment for the volunteer. And I think everyone, as they're getting older, realizes that death is becoming more imminent, and I think this helps us to understand the whole dying process.
Hospice of Mercy works with each patient and his or her physician to understand the patient and family goals and how the hospice team can help meet those goals.
You get to know these people on a different level than anything else. I mean, people come into the hospice or the hospital, and as a floor nurse, you do get to meet them and kind of get to know them a little bit, but when you're actually going into their homes or they're coming in for an extended stay at the hospice house, you get to know their family. You get to know who they are, what they're passionate about, what their story is. You just get to know them.
Hospice coordinates and pays for medical equipment and medications required to ensure the patient's comfort and well-being.
The Hospice of Mercy staff was terrific. They were attentive to us, they listened to us, they made sure that my sisters were informed about things. They tried to communicate with Mom as much as they could, and they became her best friends.
A lot of times we get weeks and months with people and really build up a relationship and go back and forth between what, very deep questions about meaning or about suffering or about importance of relationships, and things that are silly or things that just bring pleasure at the moment, and that, it helps people to be reminded that you can laugh in the middle of everything.
After a loved one dies, Hospice of Mercy continues to support families as they experience grief and loss. Bereavement services include personal contacts, educational programs, a monthly newsletter, and support groups. Hospice of Mercy staff members stay in touch with families for as long as a year after a loved one's death.
Hospice continues to be an important part of my life because I come to the younger spouses women's sessions, and it's a wonderful place to share ideas, to talk about our life, to support one another, and to get ideas about, where to go next.
The goal of hospice is to enable patients to die with comfort, respect, and love in their own homes. Hospice also cares for patients in the hospital or in assisted living or nursing facilities. With distant caregivers and complex medical conditions, it isn't always possible for patients to stay at home during their final days. For that reason, in 2007, Mercy Medical Center opened the Dennis and Donna Oldorf Hospice House of Mercy. The Oldorf Hospice House was built in response to a long-held dream on the part of the community, with a generous lead gift provided by Donna Oldorf in memory of her husband. Hundreds of other individuals and organizations joined forces to help make the house a reality. This dedicated hospice house offers a warm, home-like environment where patients can live their last days in peace and dignity, surrounded by their loved ones. It also affords a temporary home for caregivers who need a time of respite.
We called in hospice and they took over and did things so that we could be family. And so it's like part of the family. It was for that month, and then he was in the hospice house 4 days. And it was, it was a blessed 4 days. The whole time that we were with hospice was people coming, whatever we needed, whatever we wanted to sign up for. And they allowed us to be family. They allowed us to choose what services we wanted. They even tried really hard, because he wanted to go up to the little house one more time. And they tried really hard to help us get there.
Open to any hospice patient in the community, the Oldorf Hospice House offers bright, comfortable rooms with access to outdoor patios, a family kitchen, a library, a chapel meditation room, and space for children, pets, and music. Hospital standard medical resources ensure that every patient receives the highest possible level of care. At this place of shelter and compassion, visitors are always welcome and patients are assured of around-the-clock care by the experienced Hospice of Mercy team.
We look at the patient and family as a single unit. And, not only are we there to manage our patient, but we also pay attention to the family. Sometimes caregiving is a very strenuous role, and we kind of keep an eye. Our whole hospice team works well together to manage, a family as well as the patient. Patient is the center of our care, though.
Medicare, Medicaid, and most health insurers cover some or all costs of hospice care. Thanks to generous community support, memorials, and contributions, no hospice patient is turned away from Hospice of Mercy or the Oldorf Hospice House due to inability to pay. Through Hospice of Mercy and the Oldorf Hospice House, Mercy Medical Center strives to fulfill the ongoing mission of the Sisters of Mercy to ensure that every person, regardless of background or circumstance, will be cared for with kindness and dignity. Hospice is an affirmation of life and a commitment to surround patients and families with care and compassion as they travel their final journey together.